I'm Elisa Romeo. Thanks for joining me on today's video. We will be discussing the pendulum, and my cat's here, so you might see a tail walking through. So today we'll be talking about the pendulum. The pendulum is a question I get asked about often. It is a good tool to use so that you can bypass the ego mind to get information from your soul voice. But sometimes it takes a little practice to know how to do that. Pendulum can be kind of hit or miss, especially depending on how much anxiety is up that day or on the question. So let's talk about pendulums. Pendulums, you can actually use anything. You could use a necklace, but it's nice to have a stone that you feel connected to. You can go to a crystal shop, you can order one online. Some people really like to get a stone that they feel really energetically called to. I believe you can also be called to a specific stone on the internet. I like to buy stones from Ali Pacha. It's Allipacha. He's a shaman, he's impeccable with the stones, so that's one online resource. And then once you get your stone home in the mail or home, you want to clean it. So you can clean it by putting it in salt water. You want to check on the stone, because if it's a certain type of stone, sometimes salt water can hurt it. So then you can also just do regular water. I like Epsom salts though if you're using salts. You can put it in the bath with you with the Epsom salts, and then you can do moonlight bath, sunlight bath. You can sage them. You can clear them with, some people like to dig a hole in the ground and put them in the dirt for 24 hours to allow the excess energy to kind of filter out with Mama Earth. Then you kind of are meeting the stone directly, so then I like to put the stone under my pillow for another night and just really establish that energetic connection. It's better to not share your pendulum, or if you do share it, then to clear it again, because once the stone, especially if it's like a quartz crystal, picks up other energies, it can be influenced that way for that person. You want your pendulum to kind of be your specific tool. So then what you can do is, some people, there's two modes of thought. One mode of thought is you ask the pendulum, show me yes, and then show me no. But I like to program my stones in a specific way. So if you have 3 different pendulums, you know what directions means yes and what direction means no. Some people do spinning for one direction's yes, one direction is no. For me, I use like an X. So if it's yes, mine goes this way, which is like this, in the X. And if it's no, it goes that way. And you don't want to be swinging it. What you're doing is, it's like muscle testing. It's sensing into those minute muscle like twitches basically that send it in a specific direction. So then I like to kind of put in the back of my journal, there's an X for yes and no, and then you can know, so you don't forget which direction is what. And then you can start asking questions, and you can start with really easy questions to start to get to know your pendulum, like, is my name Elisa? And you'll see it's going in this direction. Was I born in Florida? No, I was not born in Florida. Do I have an orange cat that's walking around me right now? Yes, I do. Is there a baby deer behind you? Not right now. So, you can just ask random questions to start to get the hang of it. If you have a question that you have anxiety about, sometimes it's harder to get a clear information, or you'll have no answer. So you can ask all kinds of different questions, sub-questions, to clear energies off. You can say, is anyone else's energy on this pendulum on this question? Get a yes or no. Is there something I need to do to clear that energy off of my auric space or off of the pendulum to get a clear answer? That's especially important if you're asking relationship questions. So I think that's kind of a good basic overview. It can get really specific. There's a lot of different questions you can ask every day to check in about what energies are in your space, things like that. But the pendulum is a really great tool to ultimately be able to use when your anxiety's up, when you can't hear your soul voice in other ways. So have fun with it, play with it, and enjoy your pendulums.